Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Raising Cane's right here in Byron, Mississippi. This is the Kris Thigpen Show. I'm Trellis Williams with the TSJW Network. I am your host and coach. So this past week, got a big win over Crystal Springs, 55-0. It was a blowout. How was that? How important was that to notch a blowout win like that?
Well, it was very important because we talked to our team about playing to a standard and being dominant on offense, defense, and special teams. And I think we did that this past week. Our defense got a shutout, played really dominant. We created turnovers, and our offense was clicking on high cylinders. Our quarterback I counted for 5 touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns, had 3 rushing touchdowns. Sharonsky had a big night. Our offensive line was dominant. And that's what you want to do. You want to control the line of scrimmage. And even special teams play was big. We had created a turnover on punt. So it was a big night for us, a real good feeling.
Absolutely, and the offense had a breakout night. 55 points on the board. Just like you were saying, listing out some stats. Jordan McGee had a big night. Javandria Johnson had a big night. Offensive line was big as well. Just talk about the breakout night the offense had overall.
Well, we kind of knew it was coming, or I felt it was coming. We showed spurts during our jamboree. We knew we could do it against Raymond. The conditions weren't great, so we were just waiting on that perfect opportunity, which was our home opener. And our guys really cleaned up some stuff over those 2 weeks, and so hopefully even this Friday we'll play even more efficient on offense and have less self-inflicted penalties as far as offense is concerned.
Yeah, you guys throughout the first 2 games really have controlled the games offensively and defensively. So far, the point spread is 69-7 in the first 2 games. A lot of that has been just how dominant that defense has been. So speak to how the defense has been this first 2 games and just what you've seen from them.
They've been our backbone. They've been our backbone, and it starts up front. One of the guys you're going to have on, Jaden Bill's a big part of that. Everyone knows about Tylen Coleman and Tashawn Johnson, but Jaden has played well. His position is very important. Our secondary is all new except for one guy, but they play well together. They seem to trust each other more, and then our linebacking core has been outstanding. But a lot of credit goes to those guys and our defense coordinator, Coach Crosby. They create a great game plan. And they hold our guys on defense to a high expectation. And so even this week, we pushed our guys even more to try to meet those expectations and play to a standard on defense. And so that's what I expect to see on Friday.
And I mean, the place was packed out. Had a packed out crowd there at Terry High School. How do you think, what kind of effect do you think that had on the game?
I mean, that was a great atmosphere. It was a great atmosphere. Our fans did come out, and I think they're going to continue to come out. I think they'll come out this Friday. I know we have an away game, but it's still in Hinds County, and it's still a short drive to South Jacksonville there at Forest Hill High School. So, I'm proud for our team. They want to play in front of crowds like that. They expect to play well in front of crowds like that. And so, it's a shout out to our cheerleaders and our band and everyone that helped make that atmosphere what it was Friday night. So I'm really excited, and I guess that's why we'll have some of these girls on maybe later, to highlight what they do in the school and how important they are to the Friday night atmosphere.
So you guys were going back to this Crystal Springs game. You guys were up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter, but the second quarter was just an explosion. 28 points, 28-0 second quarter to go into halftime, 35-0. What went into that second quarter explosion?
Well, I just think our run game got going. Once your run game gets going and you're dominant, and it opens up so much more. And those guys got tired of tackling Sharonsky, and then with Jordan being the dynamic player he is at quarterback, they didn't really want to tackle him either. So But I thought we executed much better that game than we did the previous game. So, um, we put guys in positions to make plays, and that's exactly what they did.
So as the game went on, you guys were pushing the lead even more and more. I noticed that you, for instance, you took Sharansky out at about the third quarter, didn't really put him back in. Understood he got a lot of action. Don't want him to just take a bunch of hits late in the game. But you let Jordan McGee play a little bit more. How did you balance the wanting to keep your guys safe as well as trying to get your guys reps?
Well, we tried to sub as reasonable as possible and keep everybody still safe. So, in other words, I didn't want to just sub two offensive guards and we didn't feel comfortable about it. I thought we tried to run the ball to keep the ball on the ground. I know we threw it there a few times at the end, but Jordan needed those reps. And some of those other guys needed reps too. Another player that stepped up big that was kind of unsung or people don't know about is Will Johnson. He stepped in as our fourth receiver, and he had 3 receptions for 34 yards. And so he played well, but we've seen Will play well. Everybody know about OJ, everybody know about Nick Kelly, and Carlos Sanders, but William Johnson stepped up and made big plays for us. And guys like him, Nick Rogers, Donovan Young, they're going to have opportunities as well.
Absolutely. So now we're moving on to looking forward to the Friday night game against the Murrah Mustangs. It's Murrah's home game, but due to the water issues at Murrah High School, the game will be at Forest Hill High School, so it actually be a little bit closer to this area for sure. So going into that game, what do you expect from a Murrah football team? They are 0-2 right now, but their losses were not really that bad. They lost to Cleveland Central and to Callaway, but coming off the Callaway when it was a 35-15 game. So what do you expect from Murrah?
Well, I expect for them to come out and play hard. Like you said, it is a home game played at Forest Hill High School, which is the South Jackson field. We played them last year. The game was kind of close. So we know they have playmakers. They have athletes. Coach Gibson does a great job of trying to prepare his team week in and week out. But we got to come and play well on Friday. So, but Murrah is a capable team. But if our guys come ready and play like I know they could play and how we expect them to play, then at the end of the day, Friday night, we'll be victorious.
So, and just to go right into this, going into this game, how are you guys preparing for this one?
Well, for this one, we're trying not to let our team get content. The last 2 weeks on defense, maybe it seemed maybe kind of easy, but these guys have some playmakers that can make plays. And so we're trying to keep our team humble and keep them with the right work ethic and mindset going into the game. The same thing on offense. Trying to keep our guys locked in to only worrying about us and not necessarily the other team. And so I thought our coaches have done a really good job of driving home that point of this is what we have to do this week to be successful. So trust in the process.
So you guys are 2-0 now. First 2-0 start since 2018. Looking to continue that. Really probably till that district. Going to want to continue all the way through district, but definitely probably going to want to go into district being undefeated. How does that have you and your coaching staff feeling? Because that was right before you came in as coach. How does that have your coaching staff feeling right now and for the future of this season?
Well, not just for the coaching staff, but for the entire team. It's a good feeling at the end of the day and a long week on Friday knowing you won. It does so much more for your morale. And this team, a lot of the players on this team, they haven't lost in a long time. So I told them today at the end of practice, guys, get used to this feeling, but it comes with a certain responsibility that you have to prepare. You have to have your mind right. You have to take care of your body. You can't really just leave loose ends throughout your preparation week for the game. So you got to make sure you try to prepare for everything and just be ready for the moment. And so today wasn't just a physical practice. It was more of a mental practice for our guys and our team. And so tomorrow will kind of be the same. And so when it's game time, 7:30 on Friday, we're at our best.
Absolutely. So just like Coach said, 7:30 start on Friday night at Forest Hill High School. That will be the Murrah Mustangs and the Terry Bulldogs. So be sure to fill up those stands with some maroon and support the Terry Bulldogs. And Coach, I appreciate you joining us. Yes, the Kris Thigpen Show. We got some more interviews coming up right after this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams right here with Jordan McGee, quarterback for the Terry Bulldogs. And Jordan, man, big game on Friday. You had 5 touchdowns overall, 3 rushing, 2 passing. Just a remarkable performance there by you. Now, your team won 55-0. What kind of confidence are you feeling about your team and your teammates are feeling right now?
Well, right now we just feeling like really just getting ready for the next opponent. Just trying to get ready for the next opponent.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, I know that you haven't always been a quarterback for this team. I know last year you were working in at linebacker and stuff, and you're able to work in here as a quarterback this year. Just talk about that adjustment working into the quarterback position.
I mean, it was kind of hard, but my coaches, they helped me all summer, and they feel like I was the guy.
Absolutely, man. So now just speak to your leadership role. As quarterback, you have to it's just a lot of a leadership job there. Just speak to your leadership role on this team.
I just feel like it's a lot. Like quarterback, it come with a lot. You're really the coach on the field, and the coaches expect a lot from you.
Absolutely. So this season, so far, you guys are 2-0. Now you are about to take on Murrah. Just what do you expect from Murrah?
Oh, well, nothing much. Watch film on the guys. We just feel like just go in and handle business.
Absolutely. And so this season so far, just like I said, you guys are 2-0, looking good. Have it 69-7 as the point spread for the first 2 games. How good do you think you guys can be this season?
I just feel like right now, we just got to be patient, let everything come game by game.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, Jordan, for joining us. Absolutely. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kris Thigpen Show. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Jacabrian Washington, offensive lineman for the Terry Bulldogs. Now, Jacabrian, man, this is your 4th year on this team. You're a 4-year player. Tell us some differences in the program from when you were a freshman to now as a senior.
When I was a freshman, we had a coach that had just got in, but he left after his first year, and then we got Coach Thigpen, and he has really just turned the program around from our resources perspective and just the way how we approach practice. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So now, so since you've been here a while, I mean, naturally, I'm sure you're going to just come upon a leadership role as well, and it seems like you got a lot of leadership qualities. So describe your leadership role with this team on the offensive line, but also with the whole team.
It's something that kind of growed after my freshman year because we had a big senior class on the offensive line, and most of them guys left, so it was really just me. So I had to step up at an early age. Yes, sir.
And so out of your 4 years as a Terry Bulldog, tell the viewers, tell us and the viewers how you want to be remembered as a Terry Bulldog.
Man, Coach Thigpen has been asking us senior class this same question, and for me, I want to be a part of the first team that takes Terry to the playoffs in 6A. Yes, sir.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, Jacabrian, for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And we have some more coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me is O.J. Marshall, senior wide receiver for the Terry Bulldogs. And now, O.J., man, you're a senior this year, man. And so just what are your expectations for your senior season?
For the team, I expect us to go to the playoffs. I feel like it's playoffs a bush, you know. We ain't been to the playoffs since 2006. I feel like it's long overdue. And for personal, I want to make first team All-State wide receiver.
Absolutely, and you've been here at Terry for a little bit. Just what would you tell underclassmen, freshmen, and middle schoolers about this coaching staff and this program?
Just come ready to work. Don't pay attention to the outside noise. People gonna doubt you, criticize you. We ain't good, we not this, we not that. Don't worry about that. Just work. Just put in the work. Everything gonna take care of itself. That's what I tell them.
And so talk about some things, maybe one area of your game that you're wanting to continue to improve on this season.
One thing for certain, I need to work on being able to attack the ball, high point the ball in the air. I feel like I got to go up more aggressive. I'm a bigger receiver, so I got to win those 50-50 matchups. Need to be more of a 90-10 my way. That's how I feel.
I asked Jacabrian this question, and now I'm asking you this. So how would you like to be remembered as a Terry Bulldog?
I want to be remembered as a hard worker, a leader, somebody that came in, put in the work, stats-wise, you know, me have leading receiving yards, leading the touchdown, you know, be that guy that remembered, just like Coach Booby Dixon. You know, every time somebody hear about Terry, they think about Anthony Dixon. So that's how I want to be remembered. I look at it like that.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, O.J., for joining us for sure. And we got some more coming right up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Jaden Beal, defensive lineman for the Terry Bulldogs. And man, so first thing I just want to ask you is, so as a defensive lineman, what do you think is the best area of your game?
I think it's the run game. We really try to stuff up the middle to make plays for our linebackers, close up that A gap, so our linebackers come down and make plays. Absolutely. So the defense has been just dominant this year. So far, with 2 games, 1 touchdown, and that's it. Only 7 points has been allowed in the first 2 games. How does this defense continue its dominance? We just got to stay mentally focused, be mentally prepared for the next opponent, and everybody needs to do their assignment correctly, and we can win, beat any team we want to.
That's for sure. So this year is your senior year, and the first 2 games have been very good, and you're on it with a defense that's very good. How has your senior year been so far?
It's been amazing. I'm glad to be back in this environment with these amazing coaches and these amazing teammates. It's really been fun. It's been amazing for me, and I'm glad I could do the interview and get some more eyes on me.
So now how is it to be just a big-time player on a defense that's been this successful?
I'm just glad to be back and make plays. It feels good. It feels good to be a big-time player on the defense. Absolutely, man. I appreciate it, man, for joining us. And we got some more stuff coming up.
They're looking. They will snap it. 2. He's going to fake it. Coming around the side. McGee looking to get through. He's going to push through. Touchdown! Terry! Jordan McGee with a second rushing touchdown in the ball game. And the Bulldogs lead 13-0. How about that? Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. This is the Kris Thigpen Show, and I'm right here with Marcus Jones Jr., middle linebacker for the Byram Middle School Bulldogs. And Marcus, man, so you are a middle linebacker. Just tell the viewers about your development as a middle linebacker.
Man, you know, I just loved hitting. Like, I was really supposed to play running back, but I just, you man. I just love hitting. I just love helping defense out, making big plays, you know. We all got to come together as a team to stop the job, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. You guys are 1-1 so far this season with the win over Germantown and then a narrow loss to Pearl. What is your assessment of how your team's doing so far?
I feel like we're doing good, you know. I feel like this team, you know, I feel like we champions. We're 6 champions of this year. I feel like we're going to do good this year.
Absolutely. And so what would be like an NFL player that you model your game after?
I'd say Alvin Kamara.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, Marcus, for joining us, and we got some more coming right up. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Bosky Evans, a running back for Byron Middle School for the Byron Bulldogs. And Bosky, man, so just you're a running back for this ball club. Just tell us about your development as a running back.
Well, this is my second year playing football. I like to give all credits to my coaches and my O-line, because without my O-line, I wouldn't be able to do this. Good blocking, and I look forward to a good season.
Absolutely, man. So far, you guys are 1-1. Y'all got a win over Germantown, and then took a narrow loss there to Pearl. What is your assessment of the team so far?
I feel like we're some dogs. Definitely got the dog mentality. Pearl was a good fight. They got us in the second half. I think we could have set the offensive game up a little bit more, but other than that, I think we'll be okay.
Absolutely, and looking forward to the rest of this season. What do you expect to see from your team?
I expect us to be Little Six champions and win every game from here on out and make a name for Byron Middle School.
Absolutely, that's good to hear there. So name an NFL player that you would say you modeled your game after.
Jimmy Smith, my cousin. He played for the Jacksonville Jaguars, number 82.
All right, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you for joining us. It was a good interview, man, for sure. Appreciate it. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. This is the Kris Thigpen Show, and right here with me is Kendallin Bryant. She's a senior on the color guard and a dancer for Terry High School. And just Kendallin, explain to us and the viewers how the color guard and the dancing work together there.
So most of the time we have practice every Tuesday and Thursday, and that's mostly our flag practice, where we do the field time show with the band, with our flag, and we do our flag routine. We go to competition, and Wednesday we have stand practice, and that's mostly where we learn our stands and how we walk into games and things like that with dancing.
So do you guys do away games as well, or do y'all just tend to stick to home games?
We do away and home games, and we also have competition where we do the flag and we do the field time show for competition.
So when are the competitions?
Our first competition is in September. I'm not exactly sure what the date is.
This month? So.
Yes.
Well, for sure. So what is the most exciting part about doing this?
I think it's just being around people that have the same interest as you, and really this color guard has really formed like a second family for me. We're very close-knit, and it's like family, really.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate you, Kendallin, for joining us, and thank you for joining us. We'll be right back with some more. All right, hello and welcome back. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here with me is Amia Lewis. She's on the color guard. She's a senior there at Terry High School. So, Amia, just explain how this color guard dancing thing works, and what's your favorite part about it?
Okay, my favorite part about color guard / dance is the bond that we have with each other. It's very easy to get along with each other. Like when we're coming up with our stand dances, it's very fun. I think that's my favorite part. It's just being together. Color guard is flag, and it's not. I wouldn't say that it's really hard for me. When I first started, I was like, this is not for me. I don't think this is like something that I want to do. But it's starting to get better. So I would really say like that's really what I like about it.
Yeah, so speak to the room for creativity, because it sounded like y'all have an opportunity to kind of work together on some creative things. Speak to that.
So I'm going to speak on behalf of our stand dances. Some of us, we've never danced before, but we watch like the J-Sets and like the Golden Girls, or like some of the other school teams, some of the other high school teams that's around. And we try to, kind of, I really wouldn't say mimic, but we come up with different dances. Sometimes it's hard because we really don't know what we can really do, but yeah.
So what is the most exciting part of the whole thing?
The most exciting part is the games when we actually get to showcase our talents and what we worked hard for throughout the week.
Well, thank you for joining us, Samia, and we'll be right back with an interview with Carlos Sanders. We interviewed all the football players here except for Carlos Sanders, so we'll be interviewing him up next. So now you got McGee in the back, Carlos Sanders to his left, Andres to his right. Sanders is going to take this one. Sanders making the way all the way in for the touchdown. Carlos Sanders, touchdown, Terry. 34-0. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kris Thigpen Show right here at Raising Cane's in Byron, Mississippi. I'm Trellis Williams. Joining with me is Carlos Sanders, wide receiver for the Terry Bulldogs and senior. So, Carlos, man, this is your senior year, man. So far, you guys are 2-0, about to play Murrah. How have you liked the first two games so far?
Honestly, it just feel different, feel better, trying to get used to winning and stuff like that. Last year, real rough season, so we really ain't lost in a minute. Ain't lost since Meridian game last year. So it's like keeping up the streak, keep it going.
Absolutely. If you guys are able to pull off the win over Murrah on Friday, that will match the total wins from last season. How's that motivating you guys, this improvement that y'all are showing already?
It's just making, helping everybody feel better, build some confidence. There's really a lot of people that don't believe in us. Go look all over social media. They tell us we don't play nobody for the beginning of the year, and we're not really good. We're not a good program. Just really trying to show them that we is. Show them different.
Absolutely, man. So on Friday, you guys, I know that you guys probably were expected to defeat Crystal Springs, but 55-0 was not really in the expectations there. Just speak to the confidence that you have after a game like that.
Feel real good. Feel like you're on top of the world, 55-0, and everybody scoring touchdowns. Everybody getting a chance to shine, stuff like that.
Absolutely, man. You're a four-year player here at Terry High School. So just speak to how the program is, how different it is now than it was when you were a freshman.
Well, around my freshman year, we really didn't have much resources. We didn't have that field house we had now. We had an old field house, old weight room, old helmets. Everything now is like new and improved, better. We're getting better things in. We're getting more people looking at us, paying attention to us, stuff like that.
Absolutely, and so now heading into the rest of the season, you guys are in a tough district and stuff, but you guys are looking good so far. What are your expectations for the team this season?
We got to make the playoffs. It's a must, and we got to go as far as we can. Hopefully, win a state championship.
And that would be killer. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Kris Thigpen Show. I'm Trellis Williams. Right here, joining with me is JaChristy Jackson, a freshman cheerleader for Terry High School. And so, JaChristy, I just want to ask you, so just speak to the work that goes into to executing as a cheerleader.
So it is a lot of hard work. We practice every day. It's a lot of team effort, a lot of team bonding. It can be a lot of attitudes, but we get through it because we're all building as a team and we're all doing everything together as a team and coming together to make the team. be what it is. One team, one dream.
For sure. Also speak to how you guys are able to get in sync, get together, and be able to perform together well.
Well, to get in sync, we learn certain counts to a routine, or we'll go over it practice and make sure that we have the counts in our head so that we all be on the same page.
Absolutely, and finally, just speak to the feeling when you're actually at a football game or so. And you got the football players; they've been working hard and stuff, and you guys have been working hard. Just speak about that moment and the excitement that goes along with it.
It's very exciting. It feels very good to cheer your team on to victory and make sure that they win.
Absolutely, I appreciate it, JaChristy, for joining us, and we got some more right here. Okay, all right. We are here right now with Javandria Johnson, freshman cheerleader for Terry High School. And Javandria, I want to ask you just about the work that goes into this. Just speak to the work that goes into being a cheerleader.
It's a lot of hard work and dedication. You have to be committed to one team and not like have attitude. You gotta be respectful. Treat others the way you want to be treated. And just put your all into it. You don't want to do something and then you be looking a mess. So you want to dedicate your all into your work.
Absolutely. And so just speak to the harmony that you have to have as a team to build that togetherness and be in sync when you're doing your cheers.
You got to have rhythm. We have counts that we have to go along with. It comes with a lot of practice. You have to be willing to work with one another and to not look sloppy.
And so now, speak to the excitement that comes when you actually are at the event, like at the football game. Everybody's worked hard. The football team's worked hard. You guys have worked hard. Just speak to the moment of excitement at a game.
It's a lot of work, but you have to be willing to sit there and cheer for your team. It's exciting cheering your team on through a victory, win or lose, win or loss. You have to be willing to be there to uplift them through everything.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, Javandria, for joining us for sure.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I am Trellis Williams with the TSJW Network. This is the Kris Thigpen Show. Right here with me is Coach Makiba Crowley of the Byron Bulldogs, Byron Middle School's football team. And, Coach, so what is your assessment of your ball club so far?
My ball club so far holds every true element of what it means to be a Bulldog in Hinds County. We always hard-working, giving us all, no matter the resources we have or anything. We don't look at all the resources. We look at what we have and how we're going to improve the team that way. So we get it literally out the mud, literally.
So you mentioned how hard your team plays. So just speak to the effort that your kids put forth.
So this is my second year in Hinds County, second year at Byron, and coming from last year, we started committing ourselves to the weight room, working out outside from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. 12 p.m. And that's 4 hours a day, 5 days out the week throughout the whole summer. These guys sacrifice so much in order to gain those accolades that they desire in their middle school years that'll, help motivate them for high school. So that's what we're working at right now. This is our second game right here. We're going to our fourth game. And that mindset and that commitment has pushed us and motivated us to succeed this season.
So far, I know that you guys had a win against Germantown and then a close loss against Pearl. So what did you see from those games that you would want to improve on?
A lot of times what we fall short is with our mistakes. And we just got to learn from mistakes, don't dwell on them. That's like a life lesson in general. You can't just focus on your mistakes. You just got to learn from them and keep moving on, especially if you want success in any aspect of life. So that's what I'm teaching to the boys, and that's what we focus on this year and this week as we prepare for Brandon.
So what day is the Brandon game?
Brandon game is Tuesday, September the 13th, and that'll be our first home game in our newly built stadium. Right around the way from this facility right here.
Absolutely. So be sure to go check out the Byron Bulldogs. They'll be taking on Brandon. So, hey, Coach, I appreciate you joining us. And that will wrap up our show. This is the Kris Thigpen Show. I'm Trellis Williams with the TSJW Network. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and be sure to check out the Byron Bulldogs. Be sure to check out the Terry Bulldogs, who are playing on Friday night against the Murrah Mustangs. That will be a 7:30 kickoff time, and that will be at Forest Hill High School. So please go check them out as well. So thank you to Raising Cane's for hosting us today. And this is the TSJW Network. I'm Trellis Williams. We out. Bulldogs. Now the handoff to Johnson. Johnson's going to get more. He's got open field. He's